Welcome to Cryptid Files. I'm your host, Paige Carter. Upon the outskirts of Denton, Texas, there lies an old, weathered bridge that crosses a simmering creek. This isn't a picturesque spot you'd find on a postcard, nor a destination on a tourist's map. It's an isolated piece of history, veiled in an unsettling quietude, a silence interrupted only by the occasional hoot of an owl or the rustle of nocturnal creatures in the undergrowth. This is the Old Alton Bridge, more ominously known as the Goatman Bridge. The bridge, built in 1884, was initially intended as a pathway for livestock and horse-drawn wagons. But over the years, it's become a pathway of a different sort, a bridge between the world of the living and something else, something sinister, something that dwells in the shadowy realms of the unexplained. The Goatman, as local legends claim, is a half-man, half-goat entity that haunts the vicinity of the bridge. Many have reported eerie sightings and experiences associated with this entity. The flash of red eyes in the darkness, an abrupt drop in temperature, a sudden sense of dread, and even physical aggression. But what or who is this Goatman? Is it a specter born of a tragic history, a malevolent demon, or a fabrication of the human imagination? The answers aren't so clear-cut, and as we delve deeper, the lines separating fact, fiction, and the inexplicable blur even further. Some say the Goatman is the spirit of Oscar Washburn, a successful African-American goat farmer who became the target of the Ku Klux Klan's hatred. After being lynched from the bridge, it's said that his spirit returned as the vengeful Goatman. But others suggest that the entity may be something far more ancient, a preternatural being that was present long before the bridge was even constructed. There are also those who believe that the bridge has become a hub for clandestine cult activities. Rumors of ritualistic sacrifices and dark magic often circulate around the old bridge, feeding the Goatman legend. But are these tales merely local lore, or are they indicative of something far more sinister at play? The Goatman Bridge, with its dark history and inexplicable occurrences, stands as a chilling testament to the mysteries that reside on the fringes of our understanding. As we journey through these tales, we delve not only into the heart of a local legend, but also into the dark depths of the unknown. Is the Goatman real? Is it a manifestation of occult activities? Or perhaps, is it a symbol of a community's dark past? Or could it be that the Goatman is all of these, a multifaceted enigma that continues to haunt the Old Alton Bridge, a conundrum that challenges our understanding of reality and a reminder that not all mysteries can be unraveled by logic alone? The origins of the Goatman Bridge curse can be traced back to the early 20th century, a time when the Old Alton Bridge served as a crucial link between the bustling town of Denton and the rural community of Alton in Texas. The bridge, completed in 1884, had become a symbol of progress and connection, but beneath the surface, it harbored a darkness rooted in America's racially charged past. The Goatman entity is most commonly associated with the spirit of Oscar Washburn, a local African-American goat farmer known for his thriving business and respected in the community. Washburn lived with his family on the northern banks of Hickory Creek, near the bridge. He was often referred to as the Goatman due to his successful goat trade. But his prosperity, in a time of deep-seated racial prejudice, drew the ire of the Ku Klux Klan. In August 1938, Washburn was reportedly abducted by Klansmen, who lynched him from the Old Alton Bridge. However, when they looked over the side of the bridge, Washburn's body had disappeared, never to be found. From this tragic event, the legend of the Goatman was born. Over the years, the tale of Oscar Washburn's untimely demise has been passed down through generations, with each retelling adding to the mythos of the Goatman. As the decades rolled on, the narrative began to shift and transform. Tales of strange occurrences, eerie noises, and sightings of a half-man, half-goat figure began to circulate. The bridge, once a symbol of progress, had become a haunting reminder of a grisly past. Concurrent with these sightings, rumors of cult activity began to swirl around the bridge, whispers of ritualistic sacrifices and dark magic instilled a sense of fear in the community, further fueling the legend of the Goatman. Some locals began to suspect that these rituals were responsible for the entity's manifestation, believing that the bridge served as a portal to the otherworldly. As the legend grew, so did the fear and fascination surrounding it. The Goatman Bridge, with its chilling history and eerie ambiance, became a magnet for thrill-seekers, paranormal investigators, and those interested in the occult. The bridge's notoriety has only amplified the legend, turning the Goatman from a local myth into a nationally recognized cryptid. Through the lens of history, the Goatman embodies the convergence of folklore, cultural anxieties, and the human fascination with the unknown. Whether it's the spirit of Oscar Washburn seeking vengeance, a preternatural entity linked to occult activities, or a symbol of a community's dark past, the Goatman continues to intrigue and terrify, serving as a reminder that there are still mysteries in this world that defy explanation. The legend of the Goatman varies greatly depending on who you ask. Some say he has the body of a man and the head of a goat, while others claim it's the reverse. Yet others report he possesses a chilling blend of both human and goat characteristics from head to toe. His eyes are often described as glowing in the dark, a sight that has reportedly left many a witness paralyzed with fear. Despite these variations, one common thread ties all these accounts together: the presence of an ominous, oppressive energy that seems to emanate from the creature. Eyewitness accounts paint a picture of a creature that is as terrifying as it is enigmatic. One local resident, Martha, recounts an incident from her teenage years when she and her friends decided to test the legend. They parked their car near the bridge late at night, waiting for a sign of the Goatman. As Martha tells it, a sudden, inexplicable coldness enveloped the car, followed by a sharp, metallic smell. Then, a figure, shrouded in darkness, appeared on the bridge. The creature's eyes, she claims, glowed like two burning coals. Overwhelmed by terror, they drove away as fast as they could, leaving the Goatman standing alone on the bridge. Another account comes from a local police officer who, while patrolling the area one night, saw a figure standing by the bridge. As he approached, the figure turned to reveal what the officer described as a distorted, inhuman face. The officer immediately radioed for backup, but by the time it arrived, the figure had vanished without a trace. These experiences, terrifying as they may be, have become part of the fabric of the local community. The bridge itself is a constant reminder of these encounters, standing as a monument to the unknown. As the sun sets and darkness engulfs the bridge, there's an unspoken understanding amongst locals that it's time to retreat, to give the Goatman his due. The legend has also brought about a unique form of unity. Whether it's shared tales of encounters, whispered warnings to out-of-towners, or the collective shiver that runs down spines when the wind whistles through the bridge, the community is bound together by the lore of the Goatman. This shared experience of fear and fascination has created an enduring bond that transcends generations. Despite the fear that the Goatman instills, he has become an integral part of the community's identity. Every creak of the bridge, every rustle in the woods, every unexplained occurrence is attributed to the Goatman. The bridge is no longer just a bridge. It's a testament to the town's history, its folklore, and its collective memory. It stands as a stark reminder that sometimes the most terrifying mysteries are those that exist right in our own backyard. In the face of these chilling accounts, there are those who seek to pierce the veil of mystery surrounding the Goatman. This pursuit of truth has resulted in a diverse collection of physical evidence that some believe validates the existence of this creature. Photos, footprints, recordings, and even alleged remains have been presented in an attempt to prove the reality of the Goatman. The most prevalent type of evidence comes in the form of photographs. Grainy images have circulated online and within the community, purportedly capturing the Goatman in its eerie habitat. One particular photo stands out among the rest. Captured by an anonymous local, it shows a dark figure standing on the bridge under the cover of night. The entity in the image has glowing eyes and a distinctly inhuman silhouette. Though skeptics argue that the quality of the image is too poor to make definitive conclusions, believers see it as a chilling testament to the Goatman's existence. Footprint evidence has also been discovered in the area surrounding the bridge. Locals have found large, hoof-like prints embedded in the soft earth. These prints, distinct from those of local wildlife, have been cast in plaster by enthusiastic investigators and displayed as tangible proof of the creature's presence. Audio recordings, too, have added to the mounting evidence. Unsettling noises, described as a mix of a human's scream and an animal's howl, have been captured on multiple occasions. These sounds, heard predominantly at night, have been analyzed by audio experts who admit they cannot definitively identify the source. Perhaps the most intriguing piece of evidence comes in the form of alleged remains. On one occasion, a local farmer found a carcass in his field that bore no resemblance to any known animal. The creature had an elongated body, a skull that resembled a goat's, and human-like limbs. Despite extensive testing, researchers were unable to identify the creature. Among those who have attempted to verify these claims are researchers, investigators, and cryptozoologists. One such individual is Dr. Elaine Sanderson, a renowned cryptozoologist. She has spent years studying the Goatman phenomenon and believes the evidence gathered supports the existence of an unknown creature. Her work, though controversial, has brought a level of scientific scrutiny to the legend, lending credibility to the claims. However, despite these pieces of evidence and the efforts of researchers like Dr. Sanderson, the Goatman's existence remains unproven. Still, the mystery persists, the legend endures, and the bridge stands as a haunting symbol of the unknown. As the sun sets and the Goatman's time draws near, the evidence, however inconclusive, serves as a chilling reminder that the bridge may not be just an ordinary bridge after all. In the face of mounting anecdotal evidence, the skepticism surrounding the Goatman of Old Alton Bridge continues to persist. Many attribute the sightings and other pieces of evidence to a mix of mass hysteria, misidentification, and even elaborate hoaxes. For instance, skeptics point out that the large, hoof-like footprints found near the bridge could easily be a result of misidentification. North Texas, the region in which the bridge is located, is home to a variety of wildlife, including deer and wild boars, both of which leave distinct hoof prints. The strange, unidentifiable sounds captured in audio recordings have also been critiqued. Critics argue that the acoustic properties of the surrounding area, the dense woods, the echo from the bridge's steel structure, and the sounds of nocturnal wildlife could easily distort or amplify sounds, leading to misinterpretation. As for the image of the Goatman captured on a trail camera, some suggest it could have been an optical illusion or a product of pareidolia, a psychological phenomenon where the mind perceives a familiar pattern where none exists. The poor image quality, combined with the human propensity to see faces or figures in ambiguous stimuli, could have led believers to misinterpret the image as the elusive Goatman. The most controversial piece of evidence, the alleged remains of an unidentified creature, has been met with similar skepticism. Some propose that the carcass could have been the result of an elaborate hoax intended to perpetuate the Goatman legend. Others suggest that it could be an unusual specimen of a known species, its strange appearance the result of genetic mutation or disease. Skeptics also point to the lack of concrete DNA evidence. While the carcass underwent extensive testing, no definitive DNA results were reported, leaving the creature's identity a mystery. Some argue that if the Goatman were a real physical entity, it would leave behind DNA traces that could be collected and analyzed. Despite the skepticism, however, the Goatman legend continues to thrive. The Old Alton Bridge and its surrounding areas remain a hotspot for those drawn to the unknown, the unexplained, and the eerie. Skeptics and believers alike continue to grapple with the evidence, each interpreting it in their own way. The Goatman, Whether a product of cult activity, an undiscovered entity, or a collective delusion, remains a compelling enigma. This enduring mystery, shrouded in uncertainty, only adds to the eerie allure of the Goatman Bridge. The Goatman tale has attracted the attention of several official entities over the years. Government files, newspaper clippings, and media coverage give us a broader perspective on how the authorities and the press have responded to the legend. Some of these sources hint at cover-ups and classified documents, while others are laced with sensational news stories that add to the enigmatic aura of the Goatman Bridge. The Denton County Historical Commission has documented several accounts of the Goatman legend in its archives. Though these files do not provide definitive evidence of the Goatman's existence, they provide a fascinating insight into the cultural impact of the legend. The files contain a mix of personal testimonies, police reports, and even some theoretical research on interdimensional entities. Mainstream media has been equally captivated by the Goatman legend. In 2010, the Denton Record Chronicle published a series of articles that examined the history and folklore of the Goatman. The series was met with a mixed response. Some readers dismissed it as mere superstition, while others saw it as validation of the enduring legend. In 2016, the Travel Channel's show Ghost Adventures visited the old Alton Bridge to investigate the Goatman phenomenon. They used a variety of scientific equipment in an attempt to capture evidence of paranormal activity. The episode ended with no conclusive evidence, but it garnered significant attention and further fueled the public's fascination with the legend. Perhaps more intriguing are the whispered rumors of classified government investigations into the Goatman phenomenon. While no official documents have been released, there are persistent claims that the FBI conducted a covert investigation in the late 70s following a spate of unexplained disappearances in the area. The truth of these rumors remains murky, adding another layer of mystery to the Goatman legend. In the absence of concrete evidence, the Goatman remains an enigma. The responses from authorities, journalists, and official investigations only heighten the intrigue. Some see these responses as attempts to downplay or dismiss the phenomenon, while others interpret them as tacit acknowledgement of something deeply strange at play. The debate rages on, with the Goatman legend continuing to captivate and confound, blurring the lines between cult activity and unknown entity. Cryptic phenomena have a peculiar knack for clustering. The Goatman isn't an isolated case. Rather, it holds a place in a global tapestry of cryptids and folklore entities. Parallels can be drawn with various other legends around the world, a testament to the recurring patterns in these stories, perhaps implying a universal archetype. Consider, for example, the chupacabra of Puerto Rico, an entity blamed for livestock mutilations similar to those attributed to the Goatman. The chupacabra, like the Goatman, is a creature of night and fear, an embodiment of the unknown that lurks in the darkness. Or let's turn our gaze towards the ancient lore of Europe. The Goatman finds a striking parallel in the tales of the faun, a half-human, half-goat creature from Roman mythology. Similarly, Greek mythology introduces us to Pan, a god of wilderness often depicted with the horns and legs of a goat. In Native American legends, the Goatman is reminiscent of skinwalkers, shape-shifting entities capable of taking on the forms of various animals, including goats. These entities are often associated with acts of mischief or malevolence, much like the Goatman of Denton County. The Goatman's association with bridges also draws parallels with the troll myths of Scandinavian folklore, where malevolent entities would habitually reside beneath bridges, waiting to frighten or harm unsuspecting passers-by. An exploration of African folklore reveals the Tikoloshe, a dwarf-like water sprite known to become invisible by swallowing a stone. While not goat-like in anatomy, it shares the Goatman's association with water bodies and its propensity for making people disappear. These examples from different cultures and times suggest a common thread running through humanity's collective unconscious. The Goatman, like these other entities, represents a primal fear of the unknown, of the wilderness, and of the boundary between the human and the non-human. These creatures live in the liminal spaces of our world and our minds, in the gaps between what we know and what we fear. They are a testament to our dread of the dark corners of the earth and the unexplored recesses of our own psyche. Whether these similarities are mere coincidences or indicative of a deeper, universal truth remains a matter of speculation. Regardless, the persistence of such tales across time and culture underscores our fascination with the uncanny, the unexplainable, and the borderline supernatural. This fascination ensures the endurance of legends like the Goatman and our continued quest to unravel the enigma they represent. The digital age has opened a new chapter in the ongoing saga of the Goatman Bridge curse. The ubiquity of technology, particularly smartphones and social media, has allowed for an unprecedented proliferation of alleged sightings and encounters. YouTube, in particular, is rife with videos claiming to capture the Goatman in action. Grainy night vision footage, shaky handheld videos, and even high-definition drone captures have all added to a growing digital archive of purported evidence. In one notable incident, a group of thrill-seekers used a drone to explore the area around the old Alton Bridge. Their footage revealed an unidentifiable figure lurking in the shadows beneath the bridge. While skeptics dismiss it as a trick of light or a human prankster, believers point to the figure's eerie, non-human movements as evidence of its supernatural origin. Trail cameras, another tool increasingly used by modern-day cryptid hunters, have also contributed to the body of alleged evidence. One particular image, captured in the dead of night, shows a large humanoid figure with distinctly goat-like features. The image, while grainy and indistinct, has stirred debates in online forums dedicated to the Goatman legend. Even Google Maps Street View feature has been enlisted in the hunt for the elusive entity. One user claimed to have spotted the Goatman while virtually exploring the area around the bridge. The figure, hunched and shadowy, is seen crouching by the roadside. Although the image is blurred and low resolution, it has sparked fervent discussions and drawn both believers and skeptics to the scene. Audio recordings, too, have surfaced on the internet, featuring strange, unidentifiable sounds allegedly captured near the bridge. The noises, described as a mix of human-like screams and animalistic bleats, have been interpreted by some as the Goatman's eerie call. These modern encounters and the technological means used to document them have only fueled the legend's endurance. While skeptics see these digital artifacts as nothing more than hoaxes or misinterpretations of mundane phenomena, believers view them as compelling evidence of the Goatman's existence. Indeed, technology has become an integral tool in the ongoing quest to unravel the mystery of the Goatman Bridge curse. Whether these digital records will ever provide conclusive proof of the Goatman's existence remains to be seen. Yet, they undeniably contribute to the legend's ongoing evolution, illustrating how folkloric narratives adapt and persist in the face of modernity. In the end, perhaps the search for proof is less important than the stories we tell in our quest to understand the unknown. The allure of cryptid stories like the Goatman Bridge curse taps into something primal within us, a deep-seated fascination with the mysteries and the unknown that harks back to our earliest days as a species. These narratives serve as a reminder of our place in the natural world, that we are not the ultimate predators, but potential prey, vulnerable to forces beyond our understanding or control. The Goatman, with its human intellect and monstrous physique, embodies this fear of the unknown, of the wild, and of the uncanny. Cryptids like the Goatman also represent an archetypal figure, the liminal being that exists on the boundaries of our known world. They occupy the margins of our reality, the shadows, the hidden corners, the forgotten places. In the case of the Goatman, it's the old, weathered bridge, a place where two worlds meet, the human and the natural, the mundane and the supernatural. These are spaces where the veil between realities is said to be thinner, allowing for the intrusion of such entities into our world. Stories of cryptids also serve to fulfill a cultural need for mystery and the supernatural, in an increasingly rational and scientific world. They embody a yearning for the unexplainable, the magical, the strange. In a world where so much can be quantified and categorized, cryptids like the Goatman stand as a testament to the enduring power of the unknown and unknowable. Moreover, the Goatman, as a half-human, half-animal entity, symbolizes a dichotomy that has fascinated humans for millennia: the struggle between our civilized selves and our primal instincts. It serves as a metaphor for the duality within us all, a manifestation of the conflict between our higher aspirations and our basic animalistic urges. Finally, it's worth noting that stories of cryptids like the Goatman also function as a form of social bonding. Shared fears, shared stories, shared experiences, these are the elements that forge communities, that bring us together. Despite the terror they inspire, these cryptid tales serve to unite us, reminding us that we are not alone in our fears, in our fascination with the unknown, or in our search for answers. In the end, the power of the Goatman legend, like all cryptid stories, lies not just in its potential reality, but in the psychological, cultural, and symbolic meanings it embodies. Whether or not the Goatman truly haunts the bridge, the legend endures, a testament to our collective fascination with the boundaries of our known world and the mysteries that lie beyond. The Goatman Bridge curse, whether it is a product of cult activity or a real entity, is a mirror to our humanity, reflecting our innate curiosity, our fear of the unknown, and our inherent need for answers. It draws a line in the sand between belief and evidence, asking us to question what we know, what we believe, and why. The legend of the Goatman is a narrative that confronts us with the uncomfortable. It forces us to grapple with the possibility that there is more to the world than what is seen, more than what can be measured or explained by science. It challenges the rational mind, inviting us to entertain the idea of a reality beyond our comprehension, a world where myth and reality coalesce. It's worth pondering why such mysteries, despite the lack of concrete evidence, refuse to die. Perhaps it's because they offer an escape, a window to a world where the ordinary rules don't apply. Or perhaps it's because they echo some deeper truth about our nature, about our need to explore, to question, to dream. It's possible that these enduring legends persist because they tap into an intrinsic part of us that seeks the extraordinary in the ordinary, the fantastic in the mundane. The Goatman, then, serves as a symbol, a metaphor for our collective journey into the unknown. Every time the story is told, every time a curious traveler crosses the bridge at night, it's a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown, to the power of the human imagination. It's a reminder that we are not just beings of logic and reason, but also beings of myth and mystery. In the grand scheme of things, the Goatman Bridge curse, whether real or imagined, cult activity, or a tangible entity, is a manifestation of humanity's eternal dance with the unknown. It's a testament to our unyielding desire to probe the shadows of our world and our minds, to seek answers where there seem to be none, and to embrace the mystery that lies at the heart of existence. So, as we step away from the eerie bridge and the tale of the Goatman, we carry with us not just a chilling legend, but also a reflection of our own human nature. It's an echo of our inherent curiosity, our shared fascination with the unexplained, and a reminder of the mysteries that continue to beckon us from the shadows, ever elusive and endlessly intriguing. The Goatman may or may not lurk on that old, weathered bridge, but the questions, the intrigue, the thirst for the unknown, those are undeniably real as our breath in the chill of a moonlit night, as real as the echoing footsteps on an empty bridge. Thanks for listening. This has been Cryptid Files. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to the Forbidden Knowledge Network on Patreon. Subscribe now.